Nets Kingdom.
Fuck that house now. I'm back. To the top, I'ma make it. Niggas just can't take it. To the top, I'ma make 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 it.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy AJ. I'm here with Cypher. Make sure I hit that like button, subscribe, follow us on Instagram at NetsKingdom1. Again, all our Twitters are scrolling at the bottom. So today we're here to talk about Danny Wolf. Wolfpack, let's get it. Wolfpack. So Danny Wolf went crazy against the Bucks. We lost by probably by 30, 24, something like that. Crazy. But Danny,
17.
17? Okay.
They managed to close out the deficit towards the end.
Okay, it wasn't that. Okay, yeah. It looked, we were down 30, but I think we closed the gap a little bit in that fourth in garbage time. But Danny looked crazy in those first 7 minutes. This is just the first 7 minutes. He went 15 points. I think it was 5 for 7, and he had 4 for 4 from 3. He just came out firing. And we were all begging. I remember Spaces, you can go to Saint Spaces, you can go anywhere. We were all like, please play Danny Wolf. Even when Darren was hurt that one game, we thought Danny was going to play, but he got garbage time. We're like, please play Danny Wolf. And finally tonight, Jordy played Danny Wolf in a high leverage moment. Second quarter. But probably first quarter. First quarter, Giannis, and this is a Bucks team that needed to win this game. They're coming off a 7-game losing streak, so these guys were not trying to play. They were not trying to mess around with us. So just seeing Danny hit those threes, and then he attacked the closeout, got a little dunk on Kyle, a little poster on Kyle Kuzma. It got me hype. But then the second half, it kind of cooled off. We're gonna get to the positives first. Let's get to the positives before we get to the negative side. The positives for me is the 3-point shooting. We've been waiting for a stretch big from the Nets. I can't even tell you how long we've been doing this. We needed a stretch 5, and those 3-point shots that Danny was hitting, I was like, finally, we have a big that can hit the 3 at this kind of rate. I don't know if it's for certain yet. It's only one game, but 4 for 4 is impressive. And then the second thing for me was, I know the last game against the Sixers, Danny was played with Noah Clowney, and it was just some nasty lineup Jordy was playing with 3 or 4 bigs. And I'm like, why are you playing Danny with 3 bigs? Tonight, it was more him at the 5, him with Dayron a little bit, him with Clax. I think the best way to use Danny is as just a 5. Don't try to put him at a 4. Don't try to put him at a 3. Put him as a 5 and just run that DHO kind of offense that you do. But we didn't really do that. But those are my kind of positives for Danny. How you feel about it, Saif?
Okay, so I don't want to overreact, because that's just not good.
Yeah.
And I said this before. The worst time to make a judgment about a player is after the worst game and after their best game.
Yeah.
This was the best game of Danny Wolf's NBA career.
Yes.
Now, granted, that's he hasn't played much.
Yeah.
Prior to this, he's only played 4 games, all basically garbage time,
yeah.
with the exception of that Sixers game where he played 12 minutes and was fine.
Yeah.
But no, this is his first real game. He played 30 minutes tonight.
Yeah.
And he was incredible.
Yeah.
And look, the thing that makes this legitimate is when you see other rookies have games like this, it usually takes them a couple months, 10, 20 games. But this is Wolf's 5th game of his NBA career, his first real game playing more than 15 minutes, and he dropped 22 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and he looked phenomenal. He really did. 8 of 16 shooting, 5 of 9 from 3. He went 4 of 4 in the first half, 4 of 5 in the first half from 3. Ended up only going 1 of 5 in the second half, and those numbers start to, go down the second. But he dropped 17 points in the 15 minutes in the first half, which is incredible.
How many assists he had?
4.
4. Okay, yeah.
I believe all were in the second half.
Yeah, the playmaking with Danny, I think that's his strong suit, is the playmaking. But what I hate about what Jordy's doing is he doesn't really, the way he runs the DHO with Clax, he doesn't really do that with Danny. Am I wrong about that? He doesn't really do that with Danny. Danny Moore kind of gets his playmaking transition, or if he's like attacking a closeout and he swings it. I want to see Danny in that point series offense we've been running because he's a great playmaker. Right? Am I wrong about that? I don't know. Am I bugging? Am I tweaking?
No, I agree with you. I
Yeah.
think I saw some DHO stuff, but
Yeah.
he scored the bulk of his points, through threes, like catch and shoot movement
Of corner
threes.
threes and like
Yeah,
catch and shoot threes.
attacking off the catch, off the
Yeah.
perimeter. Like he was really more. Funny enough, he kind of played like Yegor in a way, like same archetype.
Yeah. It's
But
weird.
I don't know. It's funny. He played like Yegor, but he was just better at it.
Yeah.
And way sooner.
Yeah, because sometimes sometimes Danny passes too much. Like last game against the Sixers, he passed way too much. I was like, "Go! You have a wide open live, go!" But this game, he was aggressive. This is what I want. I want him to be aggressive and take those shots. So, and like I said, in the future, hopefully, pray to God, like if Danny plays again, we don't ever know if he's going to play again because he can go right back to the G League if everybody comes back healthy.
That's not happening. Like it would be really after a game like this.
He better stay up here. If I see Danny G League in the same sentence on a report, I'm gonna be upset, bro.
It would be so like insane if they like try to like cut his minutes or sorry, not even cut his minutes. Like he's not gonna play 30 every night, obviously.
Yeah.
But if they send him back to the G League, frankly, it's like, well, why? Like it makes no. By the way, he's also like the oldest rookie we drafted.
Yeah, he's older than Clowney, right?
He's older than Clowney. Yes, like he's 21 years old.
So sad.
Is like he. And especially after tonight, and look, I don't know if he's going to maintain this. Obviously, like he's not.
Yeah.
But he has shown that. And I remember too, like when we were doing like our original draft analysis on Danny Wolf.
Yeah.
Like I didn't want him.
Yeah.
But the reason why I didn't want him was because, like he was too good. And I know that's weird to say, but it was like he was a high floor, low ceiling kind of player.
Yeah.
And the Nets at the time, in my opinion, like didn't really need that kind of archetype.
You didn't like him because he was too much of a tweener, I think. You said like he wasn't big enough to be a 5, but he didn't have the rim protection like a 5, but he wasn't quick enough to be a 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That, and also because I thought he had like a high floor. Like I think I said like the Pacers should draft him because like that's like he would fit perfectly with that team.
Oh my God, yeah, Pacers would love him because the way he stretches the floor, he'll be their Miles Turner-ish guy, even though he can't really rim protect.
Yeah,
but
the thing with Wolf though is that I don't know, and again, like after a game like this, like I don't know, I'm kind of like overhyping him, frankly, but it's like, oh man, like could he be like a Sengun?
Oh my God, bro. Yeah. If we see, like I said, if we see Danny out of that DHO, because I think like fully loaded, if you give Danny like 30 minutes, I think he can average 6 assists, 6-7 assists if you run the offense through him. But that's the thing. You got to run him. I think Danny's most potent as a 5. Like if he's a 5 and you're running the DHOs with him and he can stretch, he can pick and pop sometimes. He'll play making a short roll.
He could drive. He could run.
That's when you can really use Danny Wolf's skill set. But then, if you're putting him at the 4 or 3, it's not good to me. Like tonight, we're going to get to Danny's negatives. When you put him at the 3 or 4, it's like the defense is so bad. Like it's basically just a layup line defense.
Tonight, he was amazing on offense, but again, like defensively, he wasn't good. He had like one possession on Giannis where he looked like did a good job, but other than that, it's like it was and ones and it was like
dunks,
like 3 rim attempts for the other team,
right to the rim.
Yeah, so, and by the way, I think I talked about like Yegor's defense before.
Yeah.
With him, it's like I think he like figured it out. With Wolf, I'm kind of not sure because he is older, and this is like a weakness he's had in Michigan and in Yale.
Yeah.
I don't know. The thing is too is that he was so good tonight, and again, I don't know. He was really more of a play finisher tonight, attacking off the catch.
Yeah,
like he played more like a wing.
He did. That's what's crazy about it. Like he played more like a wing. So it's like, do you think Danny's better at this play style, or you think as a 5 he'll be like me? I think it's a 5, but do you think this play style, like off ball wing kind of guy? Well, not off ball wing, but like stretch big. Yeah, off ball, stretch big,
like the Miles Turner.
Yeah, like they use him. They were using him like he was Miles Turner tonight.
Yeah. So possibly, like maybe, I don't know, because He's not okay. He's not going to do 5 and 9 like every
No,
single
he's not
game.
gonna shoot like this every game. Hell
Yeah,
no.
but here's the thing though. You like that for a big to have like 9 3-point attempts.
Mhm.
Like how many years have we been begging the bigs to shoot?
Oh, years,
Yeah,
bro.
and it's
Years.
like we have one that could shoot now. He's not afraid and he's accurate. He was a good 3-point shooter in college.
Yeah.
I questioned it because the free throw percentage was low. But it's like, yeah, it looks like he could shoot. Frankly, I don't know what to do with him because defensively there are issues. Offensively, if he's going to be like this good as like an off-ball player,
Yeah.
then it's like, he's definitely going to be like great in the league. Like I think I gave a comp of like Kelly Olynyk when we did the draft video.
That's a
And
great comp, by the way. Kelly
yeah,
Olynyk. Yeah.
it's like okay, but Kelly Olynyk is like a good like he could pass the ball. He's tall. He
Mhm.
could play off ball and shoot. He could attack out the catch. I gave that as like an outcome because I'm like, oh, he could probably reach that, but is his ceiling like that much higher? And look, I'm at a point now where I've changed my opinion where it's like, look, he was drafted 27th. They got to go player 27. We'll
Yeah.
see if it maintains throughout the year, but it's like, hey, like he's a good role player. I don't know if he'll be a star. Like it'd be awesome if he could, because I think I mentioned Sengun earlier.
Yeah.
Uh, and look for next year, it's like, hey, it's nice to have a guy like him who could contribute to good basketball because Saraf, like he had a good game tonight, but he has like some pretty severe weaknesses as a shooter. Nolan still hasn't played yet. Demon has some weaknesses.
Yeah.
Yeah, Powell like still is still like raw despite me like really liking him. So it's gonna be good. I hope he's in the rotation. Wolf is in the rotation for the rest of the year,
Me too.
and I hope that he could be like a real rotation player next year when the team's trying to win.
Yeah. And I love that comp with Kelly Olynyk because like Kelly Olynyk, it's like they don't really use him as a five, but he's so good on a team because he can stretch. He's a stretch big. He can pass. And then they kind of use him like they use him like Miles Turner too, like an off ball stretch big. So I like that comparison. So now Danny Wolf, before we get out of here, the defense.
Oh, real
We'll get
quick,
into the
I
Let's
got
get into
a
the weaknesses first.
yeah,
The weaknesses. Yeah.
but I got a fun little stat. So
Yeah.
okay, prior to tonight, Danny Wolf did not have a single made field goal.
Oh wow.
Yeah, in the 4 games he played, he went over 3 total.
Oh
So
wow.
he had his first made field goal in the NBA tonight.
First NBA bucket tonight. Cause it was
Yeah,
all free throws basically then.
yeah.
Those last
Before it was all
games.
free throws.
All
Yeah,
did at least hopefully he made those.
yeah.
I know
He made him.
all right. At least he made those free throws.
I think
That's a
he was
funny
like
stat.
80. I don't know, like 87%
Okay.
from the free throw line before
That's a
this.
great sign then because it was struggling in college. Yeah,
Mhm.
so the defense, right? So in college at Michigan, we did our scouts, and make sure you go on our playlist if you want to look at any of our scouting reports. In Michigan, we saw Danny Wolf succeed more when he had that rim protecting five. Like he had, I forgot that guy's name on Michigan.
Golden.
Golden, yeah, Golden. He played with Golden, and he was basically the four. He would be the
He's
point
on Miami
forward.
right now.
Yeah, he's a point forward. He'd be like a point forward. He would play with Golden as a rim protecting five. But then, like, the defense, what I remember Rage was telling me this, like, Danny's help defense wasn't terrible, but his point of attack defense was cone. Like, when you kind of use him as a weak side, body up, arm straight up guy, it wasn't as bad because he had the rim protection behind him. But then when there's points where they will pull him out to the perimeter, he's not good. So, Saif, what do you think about the defense for Danny going forward? Like, how do you think George is going to integrate him? I know our defense is all wacky with
Yeah.
what we do, but yeah.
So I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to say because the whole team is bad defensively. That's hard to really like blame him individually for the team's defense.
Yeah.
He does have some weaknesses like on the ball and even as a rim protector.
Yeah.
And so in college, like he was basically on offense, he was like a point guard kind of.
Yeah.
And
He
then
was
on defense, he was basically a power forward.
power forward. Yeah.
And I don't know. In college, in college he could get away with it. He could get away with being like a power forward.
Yeah.
In the NBA, where you have like all these fast athletic wings, like the Thompson twins, Giannis, uh, you know, AD,
AD, Jason Tatum, Kawhi, all these guys.
yeah, all
KD.
these like bigger athletic wings. It's like
Yeah.
he can't survive as a four, the same way he did in college. Like
Yeah.
either the Nets have to run him as at the five and like figure out the defense there. Maybe because Danny Wolf does have like decent hands.
Yeah.
I think maybe like treat him like Jokic, where he like plays up on screens
Yeah.
and then like have our wings like defend to the back line and rotate over.
Yeah.
The question there is like, is he good enough as like an offensive hub to justify that?
Yeah.
For the Nuggets, yes. For Jokic, yes. That's a pretty like binary answer.
Yeah.
For him, it's hard to say.
It's hard to say.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and now power forward. So theoretically, him and Claxton could work because Claxton could basically be like a golden type of player,
Yeah.
just a shot blocking center. But then Danny Wolf would have to
It's
either
tough
they
because
got
you're going to ask him to guard, like, let's say we're guarding a Kawhi or a Jason Tatum or a Giannis or a I don't know, one of these crazy power forwards that we have to. It's tough asking Danny to guard that unless we're playing a defensive scheme. That's the thing. In a high leverage moment, Jody would have to play like a defensive scheme to protect Danny in certain situations. You know what I'm saying? We
you
would
would
have
have
to.
to hide him on like the corner,
Yeah,
like
you would
similar
have
to
to
like
hide him on the corner. Yeah, exactly. Hide him in
similar
the
to like
corner,
Cam
guy.
Thomas, because that's what the
Yeah,
Nets do with like Cam Thomas, where for years, where it's like, oh, hide him on the corner, make
yeah,
sure he doesn't switch on to anyone good. Uh,
exactly.
the problem is like with Wolf, I don't know, and similar to like Cam Thomas, it's like, oh, hey, that doesn't always work out because if they get the switch in those situations,
Yeah,
then Wolf has to like figure out on the ball, like either maneuver the screens or he's got to like deal with like an isolation situation.
yeah.
Now, different from Cam Thomas, Cam is 6'3" and Wolf is like 6'10". So theoretically, he should have the size to like handle it and be fine. But
Yeah.
I know it is a risk. Like he does have to figure it out. But I know again, like it's not like that big a deal. Like we're making it sound like it's this huge thing, which it
Oh yeah,
probably
yeah.
is.
Mhm.
Next year we're probably going to talk about it more, but this year it's like, hey, just play good and figure it out. Just
Yeah.
learn how to get used to the NBA, and that's true for like all the rookies.
Yeah, because we need to see him play more so we can start experimenting. Because we could have a long conversation about these, but it's like we need to see him. This is what the point of we want Jody to play the kids. This is because if Danny plays more, we can experiment with lineups, see what he really is, see certain defenses where he can fit in. But if he doesn't get to play, it's like we can't see that, and then we need to win next year. So it's like got to fast track these things, you know. So, but yeah, let us know in the comments how you guys feel about Danny Wolf. Had his career game today. Again, hit that comment section. Let us know how you feel about his positives, what his weaknesses, what are you concerned about, what are you hopeful about that you saw, and then hit that like button if you support us. And all our Twitters are scrolling at the bottom. Appreciate you guys so much.